What if I told you that Dracula wasn't just horror fiction? Rather, it was actually created as a social critique of Jews. With the new movie that was just released, the legend of Count Dracula is back on people's minds. But what almost nobody knows is that the original book Dracula by Bram Stoker was actually a dark satire about the social issue of the surge of Ashkenazi Jews that was moving into England at the time. I know you might think I'm reaching with this one, but just watch. So first we have Dracula's origin and appearance. He is described as being pale, having black hair and bushy eyebrows. But the beaky, aquiline nose is the key feature. This characteristic hooked nose is present in virtually every anti-Semitic caricature in history. But it goes deeper. So why would Bram Stoker concern himself at all with Jews in the first place? Well, it's because in the 1880s and 1890s, over 150,000 Jews poured into England as refugees from Eastern Europe, which is of course where Dracula came from. And why did that happen? Because in 1881, Tsar Alexander II was assassinated by mainly Jewish communist terrorists, the exact same kind of people that would later plot the Bolshevik Revolution. In retaliation, pogroms erupted all across the Pale of Settlement region. That's the region of Europe where most Jews lived after having been exiled from Christian kingdoms over centuries prior. But while most of these Jews were working class, some of them had tremendous wealth. Those were mainly the moneylenders who made massive fortunes off of usury and manipulation of markets. So here we have yet another sign. Jonathan Harker, the lawyer that he hires to buy real estate in London, is tasked with buying properties there by Dracula, but to do it strategically with the intent of manipulating real estate prices. It is notable that by the 1890s, many wealthy Jewish families like the Rothschilds had managed to infiltrate royal families and ultimately achieve royal titles, mostly by buying them, and this was very controversial in 19th century Europe. That's exactly why Dracula is portrayed as a count. But he's not just manipulating prices. Dracula specifically wants access to high society England so he can infiltrate it and corrupt it with his evil. In the wake of the ongoing Epstein scandal, this reference should be easy to discern. There are many other references. The boxes of dirt Dracula sleeps in are called out to smell like Old Jerusalem by the dock workers. His assistant Hildesheim is described as an old Hebrew. And of course, Dracula has an obvious aversion to Jesus and to the cross, which Jews have always had animosity toward, and the list goes on. But the most obvious reference of all is that Dracula is a bloodsucker. And I don't just mean in the financially parasitic way, which is definitely another of their stereotypes based on greed and usury. I mean the actual drinking of blood, which is an ancient stereotype based on a concept called blood libel. But you're gonna have to research that one on your own. There are even more really interesting references to this, so if you're interested, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. The link is in my bio.